Coming up on Torrance Today, more than 1,000 people line up for a Thanksgiving meal giveaway at El Camino College. We'll tell you about some of the improvements currently being made to our city's roads, and it's not too late to sign up for the annual Turkey Trot. All this and more coming up right now on Torrance Today. Welcome to Torrance Today. I'm Kirk Lyons. It's 4 p.m. on Tuesday, November 22nd. I hope your week is running smoothly. Thank you so much for joining us. Here is our first story. Community members lined up to receive free Thanksgiving meals, some from as early as 6 o'clock this morning at El Camino College.
Let's get to work. Let's hand out some food. Let's make sure everybody has a great holiday season.
We're going to provide meals for 1,000 families here today, so we're excited about it. What's really uplifting is the appreciation that these families express when we provide or fill their cars up with the food. Those who are really grateful, so I'm excited to be a part of it.
We have turkeys, we have pork roast, we have all of the side dishes and the complements that go with that, and we're just excited to be able to serve the community, particularly at this time when inflation has increased. And I think I heard on the news that the average Thanksgiving dinner is going to cost between $60 and $100 more this year than it did last year. So it is our pleasure to be able to provide this opportunity to families.
I'm here on behalf of Crystal Stairs, a nonprofit child development agency that's been in the community for over 40 years. We're here today with the Senator's office, and so when we're able to show up for community and provide them with those resources to make sure that their families have something to nourish their bodies on a very community and family-oriented day, we jump on that immediately.
The turkeys were provided by Senator Bradford's office. The Church of Latter-day Saints provided the pork roast, and the meal boxes were made possible by the El Camino College Foundation and the Warrior Pantry. ECC officials say so many people showed up they actually ran out of food, but the college stepped in, providing gift cards so no one left empty-handed. Expect a road delay in the days leading up to Thanksgiving. The Crenshaw Rehabilitation Project continues, leading to a major lane closure that started yesterday and will continue through tomorrow. During this time, the southbound middle lane along Crenshaw Boulevard will be closed between Artesia Boulevard and 170th Street. The closure takes place between 8:30 a.m. and 3:30 p.m. The $4.5 million construction project will improve roadways on Crenshaw Boulevard between Redondo Beach Boulevard and 182nd Street. It includes pavement rehabilitation, replacement of damaged curbs, gutters, and sidewalks, sign replacements, parkway landscape improvements, and traffic signal upgrades. The city's Public Works Department recommends avoiding the area and using alternate routes during these times. But as one lane closes, others have opened, as the PCH and Hawthorne intersection improvement project is finally coming to an end.
This intersection is one of the busiest in the city, so this project is hopefully going to improve traffic flow. This project involves ADA improvements, traffic signal improvements, as well as some landscape modifications. It has been a significant impact to the public. We do appreciate everybody's patience throughout this whole process. This will be a really significant, successful project when it's finished.
Daly says all lanes reopened in the intersection late Saturday night, and all parking restrictions are now lifted, just in time for Thanksgiving. She also says they're almost done with installing a new traffic light and completely finished with paving. You'll still see work happening at the intersection, but according to Daly, it will only be landscaping and a few last details. She expects to complete this project early next year. The Torrance South Bay YMCA held its 75th anniversary volunteer and award celebration dinner last week. Volunteers filed into the Doubletree Hotel for an evening dedicated to them. YMCA officials say their work to promote youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility isn't possible without the dedication of the people who generously give their time each year. Daniel Ashcraft, who is the board chair and husband of former council member Heidi Ashcraft, was the host of this year's affair that featured awards for program service, community partnership, and more. Staff, fellow volunteers, and YMC members nominated the recipients. Nearly 200 people attended this festive event, which also featured an audience participation dance, a special youth participant story, and plenty of raffle baskets. Congratulations goes out to all the volunteers for your tireless service and a job well done. The Salvation Army of Torrance kicked off its biggest annual fundraiser, but they say dropping change in the red kettle isn't the only way to donate to a good cause.
The kettles will be out the day after Thanksgiving, and we really rely on generous people to drop some money in the kettle or visit our virtual red kettle, torranceredkettle.org, to support us. There's a lot of people in need, and the money that's raised goes directly back into the community to help people with food, rent, utilities, hygiene, all kinds of assistance that we provide, and it's in great need right now. We need support. We need help to make sure we can support the people in need.
It was great to have the community members here. We have sponsors here. Several years ago, we pivoted a little bit. We know that the society is moving away from cash, going more cashless, and there's not as many red kettles out, especially due to the recent COVID situation.
The red kettle tradition is well over 100 years old, but the virtual kettle has become a necessary option for the organization, as well as those who'd like to donate but are homebound, or even those who don't have the cash on hand to make a donation in public. The virtual kettle is active and currently receiving donations, so be sure to pay a visit. And if you'd like to help in other ways this holiday season, our local branch is also collecting wrapping paper, bows, ribbons, and more through mid-December. You can drop off any donations at 4223 Emerald Street. The Torrance Public Library's newest craft kit features the poppy, our state's official flower commonly seen blooming in the spring and summer along our roads and freeways. Our libraries are celebrating the flower by providing take-and-make craft kits geared specifically toward adults. Stop by any of our Torrance Library branches and pick up a kit that includes seeds, planting instructions, and tips for caring for them. Library officials say you should see the flowers start to grow roughly 2 weeks after planting them, and by mid-April, or April 6, which is California Poppy Day, your flowers should be in full bloom. The libraries will be closed during Thanksgiving Day weekend from Thursday, November 24th through Sunday, November 27th, but you can stop by on the following Monday to grab your free kit. Thanksgiving is in 2 days, and there's still time to register for the 42nd Annual Turkey Trot. Late registration opens tomorrow at the Ken Miller Recreation Center from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. The center is located at 3341 Torrance Boulevard. You can also register on Thursday right before the race begins at the Sam's Club parking lot between 6:30 and 7:30 a.m. Sam's Club is located at 2601 Sky Park Drive. The late registration fee is $40, and the 3-mile run begins promptly at 8 a.m. and will happen rain or shine. Not to worry, however, as the forecast calls for a sunny day. Each registered participant receives a Turkey Trot t-shirt, and after the trot, some lucky winners can go home with prizes, including mountain bikes, dinner vouchers, gym memberships, and more. Runners and spectators are invited to bring a canned food item along with them for a special Thanksgiving food drive. And still ahead, it's Take Home Tuesday, and we'll tell you about a Torrance restaurant offering a bonus if you let them do your Thanksgiving cooking. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. If you could see you through my eyes instead of your ego, I believe you'd be surprised to see that you've been blind. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Yeah, before you abuse, criticize and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize and accuse. let's walk a mile in my shoes.
At the end of every episode of Torrance Today, we want to share a positive story that fits the theme for the day. On this Take Home Tuesday, here's another option for those who don't want to cook a Thanksgiving meal, but still want to eat it. Hoff's Hut Restaurant and Bakery has a complete holiday meal that feeds 4 to 6 people. It includes turkey and gravy, mashed potatoes, apple and almond stuffing, and all the fixings. It even comes with a whole pumpkin pie. The meal can be picked up, brought home, and completely reheated in your oven. But the best part is, if you pre-order the meal today and pick it up tomorrow, the day before Thanksgiving, the restaurant will throw in a $15 gift card toward your next take-home feast from November 28th through January 31st of next year. Hoff's Hut Torrance location has been serving up classic American fare and bakery items since 1986. Well, that's our show for today. Let us know if you have a positive story to tell by emailing us at torrancetoday@torranceca.gov. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow with more news from and for our Torrance community. Have a great day.